G Herbo, welcome back.
What's up, big bro?
Everything good, man. You know, you still doing your thing. Super happy for you as always. You know, you keep escalating every time. Every time I see you, you doing more shit, bigger shit.
Yeah, man, that's really my goal, to just progress, even if it's little by little. You know what I'm saying? Just really working hard and executing. That's what it's about. Just focusing on one thing at a time and executing. Then you focus on the next thing and execute. So, you know what I'm saying? You just really getting better with time.
Yeah, man, I'm seeing it. So how does it feel to lie to all your fans?
You said, how does it feel?
Yeah, how does it feel to lie to all your fans?
To lie to all my fans? When did I lie?
You said that Humble Beast was definitely dropping this year.
I did.
You said that.
No, actually, matter of fact, I think the last time I saw you when I said that Humble Beast was dropping, I got so much good shit in the ropes now, bro. That's why I literally just dropped this EP right now strictly for my fans. Because I know my fans are waiting on Humble Beast, and I haven't dropped in like over a year. And I still got another album that I'm dropping with Southside. You know what I'm saying? Me and Bibby still working on No Limitations. That's our joint album. So it's just I got so much good shit in the ropes that I know my fans want right now. So that's why I took the time to put the Strictly for My Fans album together. You know what I'm saying? I don't think my fans mad at me, man. They ain't too mad at me, you know what I'm saying, for kind of yanking their chain a little bit. But honestly, my album was ready. It is ready now. It's still about 80% ready, but over time, you know, I'm going to do more records, more collaborations. I may feel a certain way over the months and just make my project much bigger than what it is now. So I kind of was excited and wanted to drop Humble Beast this year, but just perfect timing with me, man. You know, it's like really, it's not what you do, it's how you do it, you know. So I really execute on everything that I say or I want to execute on. So maybe if I said I was going to drop Humble Beast and I know this is my debut album and I want it to be perfect or a certain way, I may have to hold off and drop this or do certain things, you know what I'm saying? So really, I'm just work in progress, and bro, I don't think my fans mad at me. They appreciate it.
Yeah, man, I'm just fucking with you.
Yeah,
you know,
nah, they ain't mad at me though, man. You know they want it out for sure. I go on my comments and I be looking at like little memes on Instagram, all the memes, and it just be like, who need to drop an album? And it's like 4 people pointing to my picture and shit. So I know they waiting on it, man. It's gonna be special though for sure. Like I want to be remembered on and on.
Well, what's really the difference between your debut album and like all these other projects that you drop? Because like these are all considered mixtapes, but like what's really the difference with the album? Do you feel like there's a lot more pressure with the album?
Nah, not even pressure. I just feel like it's, with me, anytime I drop a body of music, it's always pressure behind it, you know, because I want to please the fans. I want to sound a certain way. I want these mixes. But it's not even, I wouldn't say pressure as far as me dropping my album or anything, because I know what's to come. I feel like I know what's in store, kind of, you know. So when you plan and you brand and market yourself a certain way, really it's all about executing. You know what comes from it. I feel like nothing in life is like a coincidence or you just, something happens by night. So I wouldn't say it's pressure, you know what I'm saying, really anticipating and working on my album. It's really just me being excited and wanting my album to be, you know what I'm saying, what me and everyone around me expects it to be. That's all. Just really high expectations, no pressure though.
Okay, so you're working on Humble Beast. I mean, that's gonna come out at some point. But then I'm hearing that you and Lil Uzi Vert are supposed to have a project.
I mean, Uzi, that's my homie, you know. So anytime, like with me, like it's everything. If I even mess with you or we co-sign each other, however, it's really genuine. You know what I'm saying? So Uzi, that's really like, that's my friend, that's my homie, that's my brother. So anytime where I feel like I'm not doing a body of music or this is gonna buzz or build my brand to a certain level or vice versa, you know what I'm saying? So whenever me and Uzi lock in and say we gonna do 8 records, we gonna do 8 records, you know what I'm saying? And we just gonna knock it out, get it done, put it out however we gonna do it, you know what I'm saying? But still, he focused on his album and what he's doing along with me focusing on what I'm doing, you know what I'm saying? So whenever or if ever we just take the time out and say, all right, let's do this, let's go get on the road or whatever, that's what we gonna do, you know what I'm saying? One day we was just on the phone, like, man, we gonna do a tape. And we just got on the internet and just start getting the fans hyped up. But like literally, that's my bro. So if I'm in Atlanta and I go lock in at his studio, we could go do 4 songs in one day. You know what I'm saying? That's easy.
Okay, so I'd heard that you were working with Bump J.
Yeah, I talked to Bump J a couple times. You know what I'm saying? I talked to him. he called me from inside the joint, you know, and I was sending him songs, just shit I was working on, just really, you know what I'm saying, motivating him to want to get out and really, you know what I'm saying, work and want to fuck with me, you know, because I'm from over east, you know, both of us are from the same area pretty much, and I grew up looking up to Bump J, like when I was younger, before I even started rapping, just looking up to him, just, that's Bump J, you know what I'm saying, the street dude, rapper. I always liked music, I always knew how to rap all my life, even before I wanted to be a rapper, you know, so just really looking up to him and seeing him around when I was younger. And then like actually being on the phone with him, you know, he called me out the blue. Like he just got my number from somebody that's mutual between the two of us. Called me every time he called, I answer. You know, we be on the phone, and I send him music, however. So I look forward to working with him. Just really me and him being in the studio together creating. I can't wait to see what come from that. But I sent him a bunch of songs though. He said he was writing to some beats and stuff. I sent him too. So he just waiting to lay it.
So he's out now?
I was hearing rumors like he in the halfway house or however, you know what I'm saying? But I haven't really seen firsthand or heard from nobody that's like an actual source that I could trust. But his sentence is pretty much over with. He'll be home sometime, you know what I'm saying, 2017 for sure.
Yeah, I mean, I'm a fan. That's one of like the OG Chicago street rappers.
For sure, like any like rap street origin that's from Chicago, I feel like you gotta look up to Bump J. You gotta respect Bump J and everything he did. You know what I'm saying? He was literally one of the first, if not the first, real 100% genuine street dude to make it. You know what I'm saying? From Chicago, really. You know what I'm saying? Get global exposure and you know really sign $1 million deal. That's 100,000% authentic street dude. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I mean, I almost feel like when he got locked up, like King Louis kind of took over sort of what he was doing in a way and kind of, turned into drill.
Bum J might have got locked up in like 07 maybe. So Louis came around like 09, 08, started rapping, you know, and he was coming strong. So yeah.
Yeah.
Time fly, don't it, man? It's almost 2017, 2018. We talking about 08 and 07. Shit, crazy.
Crazy. I mean, like, because the one thing that kind of blew Chicago up at a certain point was drill. Like, where is drill right now from your point of view? As someone that was one of the key players in drill, like, is drill still alive or is it something else now?
I'm not even sure. I can't even tell you, honestly, lad, because everybody has their own different sounds and samples. But if I was to say, I wouldn't really base the Chicago music and what's going on as drill music, you know, because even when I started rapping, I never wanted to be a drill artist, so I never labeled my music as drill, you know, even though it was all what was going on, it was the buzz, but I was really talking about my life and what was going on. You know, drill music is like wild, crazy party music, you know what I'm saying, violent music. Some of my music had a violent tone to it, but I wasn't promoting violence. I was just a guy that grew up in a violent neighborhood and that witnessed violence on a daily, because that's actually my environment and my life and what's going on really on a daily around me. So that's why I was rapping about violence and what I knew, but I never really labeled it as drill music.
I feel you.
I feel like the drill scene, I don't know, I can't really speak on it, but I know for a fact, every artist in Chicago is not a drill artist. You got Chance the Rapper, Vic Mensa, you got Famous Dex, you know what I'm saying? You got those type of guys. You got Rico Recklezz. He may still consider himself as a drill artist. I don't know, you know what I'm saying? But it's so many different genres of music, you know.
You know, I just interviewed Rico Recklezz a little bit ago. Yeah. And you were one of the 30 or so rappers that he mentioned, you know, in that one diss song. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, did you feel any type of way about that?
I fuck with him. I fuck with him. Like, it kind of reminded me of the 50 Cent song, How to Rob, you know, so I ain't really anticipated, you know, even when I really did have diss songs where people meant what they said, I never replied or anticipated any of it, you know, because I'm the type of guy that does not like negative energy. I don't want negative energy around me because I know when I think violent, I could be a violent person. When I think negative, I could be a negative person. But I fuck with Rico Recklezz. Like, I literally just talked to him on the phone. I FaceTime him on the phone with meal ticket. Like, what's up? Just playing with him and shit. Like, what your little slow ass on? You know, playing with him and shit like that. You feel me? But now I I never took no offense bad or none of that, you know what I'm saying? I feel like if he see me right, we see each other, we gonna shake each other hand. He ain't never mean no harm bad. He don't want to do nothing to me, you know, so.
I mean, and honestly, like, that's some real hip-hop shit. Like, that's what hip-hop came from.
Right, that's where hip-hop came from, you know what I'm saying? Dissing and shit like that. Only thing, I feel like if anybody had a problem with me and meaning it, you know what I'm saying, we could resolve it like men, you know. It was never nothing personal. He never meant nothing bad. You know, I fuck with Rico Recklezz. I just literally was on the phone with him the other day because I told Meal Ticket, call him. You know, I'm like, call him, man. I'm finna tweak on the phone with his ass and shit. You know, like, I be showing love, bro. I don't be caring about that shit.
Well, one of the things that he said in our interview that I thought was kind of deep was that he said that social media gets more people killed in Chicago than anything else.
The social media fucking Chicago up. Oh my God. You want to talk about that social media getting more niggas killed than anything else.
You agree?
Yeah, hell yeah. I feel like social media, I wouldn't say it gets people killed more than anything else, because the streets get you killed quick, but social media does, no, he might be right. Social media might get people killed more than anything else because, for one, I'm going to make an example. You may have a kid, so many people anticipate the internet and take it serious, where they put their personal life and their personal business out there, where they ruin their lives and their families' lives just by saying the wrong shit. It may be somebody who gets into it with their mother every day. And they say, I'm tired of my mom, I hate my mother, we get into it all. It's personal now, you know? They take the internet personal. So a lot of people, maybe a kid that may just look up to me. He may just look up to me from 2012, 2013, when my mind was in a whole nother place, you know what I'm saying, another mindset. That's why I try to talk to the youth as much as possible and just let them know what life is really about, you know what I'm saying, what being happy in life is about, you know what I'm saying, and really looking out for yourself and your family, because that's what life is about in general. So I would say maybe a kid that looked up to me may just be on the internet and he's saying he gangbanging, he L's, you know what I'm saying, he no limit or whatever he want to be that I come from or the next person may come from. He don't know nothing about it, but he promoting it. He's saying fuck people's dead homies and shit like that. So the next person might see that and don't know him from a can of paint. But somebody might say, that's that little boy that said fuck so-and-so. And they see him in McDonald's and kill him. Or it may be the next person that say, man, fuck the next person neighborhood. Or, like, the internet gets people killed because people get on the internet and wave guns and flash guns and gang bang. And you know what I'm saying? It's all a setup. It's literally a setup. There's no coincidence. Those people put Instagram and the internet and Twitter and Snapchat out there for us to set ourselves up for the ignorant kids who want everybody in the world to know that he hold a gun or he this type of tough guy. You know what I'm saying? And those are the people who fall on the short end of the stick, you know? So I would agree with Rico when he say the internet gets a lot of people killed. Like, you know what I'm saying? A lot of people.
I'm actually, because I remember this story and I actually looked it up while I was talking to you. There was this white kid named Maxwell Gadow who was like a little Dirk fan, and I guess he started repping GDK on the internet and got killed.
That's crazy. A white kid?
A white kid.
See, I never knew that. Shit like that don't even get to the news.
17 years old.
Shit like that don't even get to the news, bro. I never knew about it. You know what I'm saying? Like, the internet shit'll get you killed. Like, for instance, you could be saying, yeah, you GDK, you BDK, and it's people who died behind that. You know what I'm saying? It's people whose brothers died for that movement, and it's people who willing to die and to risk their life and kill other people for that because that's what they love and that's all they know. Even though it's more to life, you know what I'm saying? The BDs and the GDs not going to pay for your funeral when you get killed. They not making sure your mama all right. They're not. A funeral is at least $10,000. At least, at the very least, maybe $15,000. You know what I'm saying? So that's what people need to worry about. When you die, your mama got to take on that hurt. She got to figure out how I'm about to bury my child and this, that, and the third. I've seen it with my own eyes. It's hard to bury someone when you don't have any money. You know what I'm saying? So people might get on internet and say, oh yeah, I'm GDK, I'm BDK on the internet, and don't know what's behind it. They don't know. You could be on a video. You could make a video and put it on YouTube. It's so many GDs in the world, BDs in the world that you don't know that don't know you. So if you make yourself a spotlight and say, I'm this, I'm that K, you have ignorant people who just want to prove a point. Some people aren't even violent, aren't street dudes. They just want the next person to say he a street dude, or say he violent, or say he pulled this trigger. You know, it's so much fucked up shit in Chicago now due to the internet and due to videos and rap music. So that's why I try to talk to the youth as much as possible. If you want to be in the streets and you want to be a street dude, I hope you love the streets. I hope you love carrying guns. I hope you love shooting them. I hope you willing to kill somebody. I hope you love going to jail. I hope you love everything negative, because that's all that comes from the streets. Even if you love it. When I was in the streets, I loved being in the streets every day. Everything that I was doing, the good, the bad, I accepted it. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like any kid that doesn't understand that does not need to be in the streets. You don't need to be anywhere near the streets if you don't understand what comes with it. Because literally, jail or death comes with being in the streets. So when you leave out the house every morning, you have to be willing to either go to jail or die, or accept the fact that it's possible I may go to jail or die right here on this corner. They don't want to go to jail. When they go to jail, they get to telling on people and all this and saying, yeah, he did this, he did that. Or when somebody about to kill them or shoot at them, they wondering why. Why did I get shot? Or this next person wondering, why is my brother dead? Because he got himself into something that's only has so many outlets and he didn't understand how to maneuver. When you're in the streets, you have to know how to maneuver. It's no coincidence. If you're standing outside on that block and you just by yourself with no gun and it's the middle of a war zone, it's a 90% chance that you might die right here on this block for no reason. When you, soon as you come outside, you might be outside 10 minutes, standing in front of the store and die. So it's just, I don't know, Chicago is crazy here, bro. It's weird, it's different. But I understand it, I've adapted to it, you know, so that's why I try to tell the kids. You have to adapt to it, your environment, and you have to maneuver a certain way if you want to survive or you want to be better. You got to overtake certain obstacles, you know what I'm saying, and just really think a certain way in order to really survive. The main point of being in the streets is to get out. Some people get in the streets and they just want to stay in. You know what I'm saying? Like, the main point of being in the streets is to get out and better yourself and better your family.
Yeah, I mean, but unfortunately in life, a lot of people get comfortable being uncomfortable.
Right, they get comfortable being uncomfortable. That makes perfect sense.
Yeah.
Like, it's crazy now, bro. Like, the little kids, they just want to gang bang and act like they this and be on blocks, and they the softest kids ever. Like, don't want this life for themselves. Don't mean it. They being followers, bro, and it make me sick to my stomach. I hate it, because I got little cousins. I got a little sister, and I would never want for them to choose that path unless they have to. You know, certain people are really followers, and those are the ones that get killed and caught in crossfires because they don't know how to maneuver. They don't know how to say, man, I want to get out this car right now, because they got that gut feeling. They scared to say it. You know what I'm saying? I never had that gut feeling and didn't follow it. I never done nothing that I didn't want to do in my life, you know? So it's those type of people, and it's those type of people.
So let's talk about the whole telling thing, because you just touched on that. Did you see the interview I did with Lil Bibby about,
Which one?
About snitching?
About snitching?
Yeah.
I think I did.
It went crazy, because he said, because I remember I brought up, I said, you mean to tell me I could shoot your mom and you won't call the police on me? And he's like, nah, I wouldn't call the police. You mean to tell me that if I walked up to your mother right in front of you and shot her in the face,
Yeah.
and then I left the country and you can't get to me, you wouldn't tell the police?
Hell no, I'm where your mama stay at? Is she in the neighborhood?
You agree with that?
Yeah. Literally, I wouldn't call the police.
Your mom could get killed. You know who did it. You will not call the police.
Mm-mm. No. I ain't gonna lie, man. Nah, I wouldn't. Because my mom is my everything. I'm willing to lose and jeopardize everything I have for my mom. I ain't gonna lie. I wouldn't call the police, because that's not, I don't know. What's that gonna do?
Let's just say this got nothing to do with no Chicago shit, no street shit, no gang shit. This is like, let's just say a terrorist ISIS comes and kills your mom, and you know the terrorist who did it. You will not call the police and turn that terrorist in.
No, I want to kill terrorists now. I want to go find terrorists, or I want to die with my mama. I don't want to go tell the police on nobody.
Why?
Why do I? I don't want to see nobody in jail. I don't wish jail upon no one, like no one.
Really? So you don't want to wish death? You don't want to wish, no, not death, but you don't want to wish jail on someone who killed your mother? Like, why not?
Because I want to kill them.
But you can't.
How?
They're in another country. You can't get to them. There's no way you're going to meet them. You're not going to see them on the street. You cannot get to them, but you can call the police.
I'm going to not sleep. I'm going to make my way. I promise. I won't call the police, though. I won't. What is that going to do? He's going to still be in jail. And knowing that he killed my mom, like, I don't, it's not going, I'd rather just let him be free and have him come to my lap or find someone. I don't know. Like, I do not resort to police. I will never call the police. I don't care who it is, what's the case, why. I don't even like the police, bro, honestly. Like, they don't come work in your favor. Like, I wouldn't even say I don't like the police. It's just certain, I actually do. I respect police, the one who are actually, you know what I'm saying, there to protect and serve. Those are the police officers that I respect, who actually protect and serve. And there's not so many police officers that actually protect and serve. So I wouldn't call the police. They don't, you know what I'm saying? I've had experiences where police treated me like I wasn't a citizen or less of a human being than the next person. So I'm not going to call the police when something is wrong with me. I don't know. I just can't do it, bro. I mean, I know a lot of people will call the police, but I don't know.
I would call the police.
Yeah, we grew up totally different, bro. So, you know what I'm saying? It's different strokes for different folks. I can't see myself resorting to call the police. Even if something happens to my mom, I can't do it.
Okay, but you do realize, like,
God forbid.
You're no longer making street money. You're making legal money, which means that you're paying taxes. And part of those taxes is going
to the police. I know.
You are paying the police, literally.
I know, right? And they don't even want to come help me. They ain't gonna come when I call the police, stereotype me, and I'm paying their salary.
What's the worst thing that's happened to you with the police?
So much. Like, I've been smacked by police, punched.
Really? Over what?
Running. Like, regular stuff, like nothing major. I was minor. I know I was younger than 18, so nothing serious. Like, I've been cussed out by police, called crack babies. My mom ain't never did no drugs before. Like, you know, I had a lot of bad encounters with police, bro. Like, no reason, like just jumping out on you, grabbing you, frisking you, locking you up, smacking you with gloves, black leather gloves and shit. Just I don't know, police don't rub me the right way. But I had my uncles, you know what I'm saying, were police. My uncle died on the force, like, in, you know what I'm saying, pursuit of a chase. He died, you know, so I don't really, you know what I'm saying, have anything against police. It's just I've been a victim of police brutality, or just, you know what I'm saying, neglect, police neglect. You know, when I got shot, we were outside for like an hour, 30, 40 minutes waiting on the ambulance, you know what I'm saying? So, like, people who were shot in the chest and the neck gotta wait 30 minutes for the police to arrive, you know what I'm saying? When my homie got killed, I remember the police telling us, like, when Kobe died, y'all, I told y'all to get the fuck off this corner. Y'all shouldn't have been out here, you know what I'm saying? Like, literally, my man, he's still alive, though. He fighting for his life. Y'all not trying to rush him to the ambulance. They kept him out there to 8 in the morning. He got killed, shot at like 4. His body was still on the ground at 9 in the morning, you know, so I witnessed a lot of bad encounters with police.
Well, but as you transition into a different life, because when you're on the other side of the law, you're going to be treated by the police a certain type of way.
But I don't want to be. I don't want you to treat me good now when you ain't treat me good before I was a taxpaying citizen. You know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like everything in my life is no coincidence. Good and bad situations happen because they were meant to happen. You know, I'm just looking to better myself and stay out of the police's way, stay out of trouble. I don't even want to have to call the police, encounter with police, need police. You know, I just want to work, build my brand, take care of my family, and just stay out of everybody's way. Everybody. Like, I don't want no police to help me or break their neck for me now. They weren't breaking their neck for me when I really needed them. You know what I'm saying? I don't need them no more. I'm not in the streets. I don't need the police. I never needed the police, but like, what do I need to call the police for? I live downtown, far suburbs. I don't need no police.
So if your house gets robbed, you're not gonna call the police?
I mean, my mom gonna call the police. She gonna have to call the police or whatever to just make the police report, but I don't want them to go find nobody. Like, you know what I'm saying? That's proper procedure. You gotta call the police when your house get robbed, but that's about it. Just to fill out a police report in case it happens again, you know what I'm saying? That's it, literally. So they don't think I'm robbing myself. That's the only reason why I would call the police. The police are not in your favor. So if you try to cooperate and tell, they just using you so they could get the big fish they want. And they gonna just, you know, throw you miscellaneous. Like, why? 15 years is a long time. You still gonna be without your family. Your kids are gonna barely know you if you have kids. You might as well just stick it out. Stay a man.
Well, I just interviewed Taxstone, and we were talking about street code and how it works. And the one thing that he told me that was kind of interesting that I never really thought of was I think we were talking about how, well, we were talking about a different situation, but essentially what we talked about is, let's just say you get pulled over and there's a gun in the car and you know that it's your man's gun. According to the street code, you're not going to expect your man to say that's my gun.
You know what I mean? I've been in cars where dudes got pulled over with guns and motherfuckers know he might have knew it wasn't our gun. He could have had it on his waist and he'll just throw it down and now everybody in the car gets charged with it and everybody just got to fight it in court because they can't charge 4 people with a gun and then it ends up on the driver, you know what I mean? Whoever the driver is or the owner of the vehicle is, you know what I mean? Nobody gonna just be like, yo, it's mine to save you.
Even though all of y'all will go to prison over that gun, the street code will prevent your man from saying that's my gun and basically doing the right thing and getting you off. No one expects that. Is that true?
Nah, it just depends. Certain situations, you know what I'm saying? Certain situations I'm around certain people with certain environment with certain things to lose. My gun is my gun. You know what I'm saying? I may be in the car with my little cousin. I'm not going to make my little cousin go to jail for my gun. Or I may be in the car with somebody that's like a basketball player. You know, my cousins, people from the hood area, they play college basketball, they overseas. I wouldn't jeopardize anything they have going on, you know what I'm saying? And there's been certain situations where it may be your homie's gun, you know what I'm saying? And he on probation. If he get caught for this gun, he going straight to jail for 2-3 years maybe, you know what I'm saying? And you, on the other hand, have no priors, no cases, whatever. It's your gun. You taking one for the team, you know what I'm saying? That's street code. That's just really being in the streets. You got to understand that. But nobody just going to up and say, that's my gun, you know what I'm saying? It's whoever they put it on, and that's just what comes with being in the streets. That's what comes with being around guns. It may have to be your gun when the police come, you know what I'm saying? I feel like somebody that's scared and put the gun on you, now that's wrong. But if you all are just all silent and everybody willing to just whoever they put it on, that's what they put it on. Because at the end of the day, the gun is for everybody's safety, you know, so.
Oh, okay, so all this sounds good in theory, but based on your experience, how often does shit like this happen and someone actually steps up and does the right thing? As opposed to trying to really save themselves.
It never really happened like that, you know what I'm saying? But certain situations you have to understand when it's somebody who has more to lose than you just take that for the team, you know what I'm saying? Like, say for instance, I'm not taking no guns, you know, unless it's mine. I'm not taking none, and nobody don't let me take no guns, you know what I'm saying? I feel like, nah, that'll never happen. But I'm just saying in general, like previously, you know what I'm saying, with me being younger, nobody gonna do that. Nobody gonna do that, you know what I'm saying? So it just depends on if that person just gonna take his gun off the back, but if nobody's throwing guns and then they just found one on the ground and the person that threw it just gonna come out and say, I threw that gun, because they would've never threw it. They would've kept it on their waist.
But even though they threw it and everyone's getting charged for that gun?
Nah, not everybody. They might lock everybody up, but only one person could get charged for it.
Really? Because I had heard that if no one steps up, everyone gets charged for it.
Nah, everybody goes to jail. You can't charge 5 people with one gun. It could be they might want me. They might want me and it wasn't my gun. and it was somebody else's gun, they like, hell no, that's Herb gun. You feel me? Like, they do that type of shit. Like, nah, that's his gun. I'm putting it on him. That's what the police do in Chicago.
Crazy. Crazy. Well, you know, hopefully you don't have to go through that shit in the future. Hopefully all that shit's in the past.
Nah, I'm squeaky clean, man. I don't even. I promise, man. I'm just trying to fly straight, execute, keep making this music. Like, no negativity this way, man.
So, we did an interview a while back, and you talked about how you used to do a lot of lean back in the day.
I was a big lean drinker, like heavy on lean. You feel me? Like, I'll drink a 6 or pour a 4 in a 20 ounce or drink a 8, a 10, a 12 in one day. That's the type of shit I did.
And you said you slowed down.
Yeah.
But you did a song talking about how much you love lean.
When? Which one?
The Drop.
Oh yeah, that was older. That song kind of old though.
August?
Yeah, it dropped in August, but it was recorded. It dropped in August. But I mean, really, the whole lean thing is mind over matter, bro. You know, like I started drinking lean when it wasn't even popular. Like nobody was talking about drinking lean. It wasn't expensive. You know what I'm saying? It was just really a jug of choice that I did on my own. It was never peer pressure. I wanted to do it. You know what I'm saying? The people who I did it with, we wanted to do it. You know what I'm saying? And we understood what it was. I understood the effects. It was a serious drug back when I was doing it. You know what I'm saying? Like I never did anything in my life and didn't know what I was getting myself into. You know, so really with the whole lean shit, I stopped drinking it because I wanted to focus more on myself. You know what I'm saying? It ain't had nothing to really do with money. I just know it's a powerful drug, man. You know what I'm saying? I want to focus. I want to work certain, you know what I'm saying, on certain things. And when I'm in the studio 3, 4 in the morning, I don't want to be nodding off going to sleep. I want to make songs, you know. So that's really why I stopped sipping the lean. And it's just a thing. It's a man over matter thing. Like a lot of people could say they stop and don't stop, or it could make it like it's hard to do. It's man over matter. Once I have my mind made up that I am or I am not going to do something, that's what it is.
Well, when I interviewed Bibby about it and we talked about you doing lean, he said that he thought it was stupid.
But I learned early that is a stupid drug, man. That's a dumbass drug.
Why is that?
Because it make you go to sleep, man. I'm not trying to be asleep, I'm trying to be up, man. When I was doing lean, that's back when I was hustling and stuff. And I would sleep 12 hours, Vlad, and I would miss out on so much money. I would miss out on so much money doing lean, man. I come waking up at about 3 in the afternoon. My homie's like, man, you just missed it, Bill, man. I just made so-and-so all this money, this, that. I'd be pissed off at myself, like, man, my dumb ass. My homie's out here making money while I'm in a sleep, and I spent money to sleep. You know what I'm saying? It's just like you spending money to sleep.
When you stopped, Herb kept going. I mean, did you guys ever have a conversation about like, hey man, like this ain't really the move? You know,
yeah, I always tell her, man. Every time he do the lean, I just look at him like, man, like, bro, you stupid, man. You gotta, you know, but you know, people that's doing that, they don't really like to hear that. You know what I'm saying? They just like to be around the people that's doing it with them.
Yeah, I think Bibby even said he told you that it was stupid how much lean you were doing.
He probably did, but I wasn't listening. If I wanted to do it, I was gonna do it regardless. Like, you know, like he just said it was stupid because he basically saying you paying to go to sleep. That's why he used to say that. Like, I ain't finna be paying to go to sleep, you know, shit like that. But when we was all young, everybody used to just fuck around with that shit, drink it. You know what I'm saying? It's really the taste. That's what gets you. You be going off the taste, and then of course the effects of it, you know what I'm saying, if you like getting high, but that shit, you know, it is stupid though. It is stupid, you know what I'm saying, if you wanna look at it that way. Even the best of the lean sippers, the people who sip the most drink, you have to take some type of break from that shit, you know, like with me, I was drinking lean heavy, like 6s, 8s a day, you know, like I was drinking lean. I knew what I was doing. I wanted to drink a lot of lean, you know, so I slowed down because it wasn't really doing nothing for me. Productive. I want to be productive.
So are you 100% clean now, or are you just taking a break?
No, yeah, I don't even be fucking with the shit.
100%?
Yeah, 100%. Like, I don't even drink. You know
Congrats,
like,
man. I'm
That's because
genuinely happy for
I
you.
had it made up in my mind, like, you know, I ain't gonna drink that shit. Like, my homies, them, they still drink lean around me all the time, you know, like, I just don't, I ain't gotta fuck with it if I don't want to.
So you don't tell your friends like, hey man, like I'm trying not to do this shit no more. Don't have that shit around me.
No, they grown men. They could do whatever they want. It's man over matter. I'm a strong-minded young man. Like, it's not that I'm not. Even when I was addicted because I wanted to be addicted. Not no addiction can overtake me. Like, I could be around lean all day. My homies drink lean all day, and I would not put a cup to my mouth. You feel me? Like, it's man over matter, bro. I'm strong mad. It's not like no, oh, lean calling me. Hell no, it was never that serious. I wanted to wake up and drink lean. They never took any advantage or any power over me. You know what I'm saying? When I was drinking lean, even when I'm high on my mind, I wanted to be high on my mind. It wasn't because I couldn't help myself. I never told any of my homies like, man, I'm trying to stop, keep it away from me. Like, that's some addict shit right there, junkie shit. Like,
I mean, I don't know. I mean, I'm a weed smoker, and sometimes when I stop smoking weed, I don't want people to smoke weed around me because I might be tempted to, you know,
I mean,
take a pull.
I don't think I'm gonna stop smoking weed though. I don't even want to stop smoking weed. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's a recreational drug. Like, I love weed. You know, I'm never gonna stop. I want to be a 60-year-old man. Right? I want to be a 60-year-old man smoking weed, man. This book bag ain't green for nothing.
Well, you had a situation I think you talked about where you had 4 groupies in one night.
Yeah. He looked like.
That's a good number.
It's not
you know,
bad.
I think I've done 4 before. I know I've done more than 4 in a
Yeah, I had like 4 in one night, like in the span of 2, then another 2, like 2 at a time, 1 and 1. Like, I done had a lot of fun on the road, man. Even when I was a street dude, I used to do like slide on like 3 bitches in one day. Before I was even on the road touring and shit, I used to do shit like that. Not at the same time though.
Wasn't there a situation when one of the girls stole a chain or something like that?
Yeah. I was in Buffalo, New York. And a little girl took a fucking chain. I don't know what the fuck. Like, I was asleep though. You know what I'm saying? Like, I had did what I did with her, put her out the room type shit. You know, I was asleep. And I really, like, you know how we be having so many rooms, like 4 or 5 hotel rooms, like everybody got a key. I don't know if one of the guys tried to get her to come back in the room or my old manager at the time was trying to get some shit going. I don't know what the fuck happened. Like, literally, I woke up and she was talking about, I'm about to go. I'm like, how the fuck did you get back in my room? You know what I'm saying? Like, she tapped me like, I'm finna leave. Can I get a picture? Like, I'm what? Like, I really didn't want to take no picture in my hotel room because I didn't want to think like she stayed with me and none of that shit. So, I'm tweaking and shit. She probably, cause when she woke me up, I don't even know if she had no pictures of me sleep. You feel me? Like, I was asleep. She woke me up like I'm finna go. You feel me? Like, so I'm tweaking like, bitch, you probably snuck pictures of me already. So I take a picture with her before she leave. Long story short. She leave out my hotel room, I get back by my bed, I look on my dresser, my chain gone, diamond chain cross. I'm like, what the fuck? My shit gone, I'm looking like, where's my chain? I'm looking in the drawers, then it just clicked to me like, shorty, she got it. I ain't have her number, I ain't know her name, none of that shit. Like, so I'm going crazy. I'm on Twitter. She wanted some attention. She get right on the internet. Like, she wasn't trying to go sell the chain. She could have easily got like 10,000 regular street shit. A regular nigga could have gave her that. You know what I'm saying? Like, it ain't even worth that. She got right on the internet, right on Twitter. Like, man, hello Herb chain. I'm sorry, Herb. I had to. All this crazy shit, bro. So just a nigga who I knew from Buffalo knew her. He got on some real shit like, man, I know this bitch. I'm about to go get it right now. Went and got it. I wanted him to bring me her so I could just look in her eyes like, why would you do that? You feel me? He ain't bring her. He just brought the chain back. I never heard from her again, like, ever. I don't even know if I go back there and do a show. She probably show up. She's so fucking slow. She might show up and I see it. I'm just look at her. Make security put out.
Yeah, man, you got to be careful what you smash.
Ever since then, I never went sweet like that again. I take my jewelry off, get to my manager, even if I put it in the safe in the hotel room. Like, I take all my money out my pockets, like everything. I had some crazy encounters, like, and I done had money in my, I think I had money on my dresser, and I had like 5,000 on me at the time. I took my money out my pocket and gave it to my manager, and I probably had like a miscellaneous $100 on the dresser and like 20s, 10s, 5s and shit like that, just junk money that I'm buying backwoods and shit with. She took that. She took like $60 off the dresser. That shit was funny as fuck, bro. But she was a younger girl. I probably was like 18 at the time, 18, 19. So she probably was like 18, 17. You feel me? Like, I don't even think I was 19. I probably was like 18.
Yeah, man, you gotta be careful.
Yeah, that was.
You gotta be
funny
careful.
shit,
I mean,
though.
because you know it could go worse than that. I mean, she could have said she got raped.
Yeah, she could have, but I don't even
She
think
coulda
I
made
had
up-
sex
made
with
up
her.
whatever.
I ain't had no sex with her though.
Oh,
So they could do
okay.
like, what's it called? I think I just got head
rape,
from her. So.
rape kit or something.
Yeah, like they could tell she had sex. I ain't even had sex with her, so yeah, right. And genetics is a whole some other shit. Like you like forensics, get the fuck out of here. Like they just be trying to go on and blackball people and destroy them. Like, can't you tell if a girl was bent over having sex from behind? Like, it's not no rape if she bent over having sex, enjoying it. You could tell if she was having sex that way, if he was on top of her penetrating. You could tell that type of shit through forensics and like the doctor. So the fuck out of here. You can't get me. I never had that type of encounter where a girl even felt like I don't use no force. I don't force an issue. Like, if you ain't trying to get on what I'm on right there, the first time I ask, ain't no second. None of that. When I try to see what you want, you got to go, get up out. I ain't trying to kick it. I don't want to hang around, watch movies. That's not me. Like, if I don't like you and I'm not trying to enjoy your company, it's only one or two things you could be doing around me.
Yep.
Seriously, for a female.
So, what happened in Connecticut with you and Bibby?
I don't know, bro. I don't know what the fuck happened with that shit. I don't know what, like, ain't nobody reached for his chain or nothing, though. Nobody reached for bro chain. Like, that was some internet propaganda shit. Nobody never tried to reach for any of our chains at any show ever. So I don't know, like.
So what, it was like a fight just broke out while y'all
like
performing?
some
Or?
regular shit just broke out between, you know what I'm saying, our party and like some security guards type shit. You know, nobody never reached for no chains and none of that shit. You know, so I don't know, like, it was, I don't know what happened with that shit, literally, bro. It was like a big brawl. You look up, I don't know, I ain't get touched and no shit like that. So nobody really got touched. So.
Yeah, I mean, the internet always blows everything out of proportion.
Huh? Yeah, the internet blow everything out of proportion, bro.
Everything.
I be trying to stay out of these people's way. I ain't trying to have no story on me. Talking about this, that, and Herb, this, and Herb. Nah, leave Herb alone, man. I don't want nothing.
So you did an interview with Vibe where you said that one of your goals is to buy your old neighborhood.
Yeah.
What do you mean? You actually buy all the houses in the neighborhood?
Yeah, buy out buildings, you know what I'm saying, houses, get back to community centers. If I could own the old community center I went to when I was younger, I wouldn't mind buying it, you know what I'm saying, when I'm in a position to really do that with my money. I want to buy my neighborhood, own my neighborhood, you know what I'm saying, create jobs and work with certain landscaping companies to renovate, you know what I'm saying, certain places and rebuild our neighborhood and give jobs to my family and my friends and the people who really need them in the neighborhood, you know what I'm saying, and give back to the community, let the kids know it's somebody that actually care about them and it's something for them to do besides be out in the streets smoking, doing drugs, negative shit, you know what I'm saying, because we didn't have that. When I was 13, we had community centers to go to, basketball tournaments that we were participating in. You know, the kids don't have that no more. So that's one of my main goals, really, like going to bow my city, literally, you know what I'm saying, like I go, when I have free times, I go look at buildings in my neighborhood on the same blocks I used to post up on, and I'm going to buy them, you know what I'm saying? So that's really what I'm on. I know nobody else really, you know what I'm saying, on that in the city or thinking like it. I mean, it's cool to, you know, have own properties and do real estate, but I'm trying to take the extra step, make an extra difference, you know what I'm saying? Even if I own an AAU team for the kids and I get to come once, twice a year. You know what I'm saying? That's gonna mean something if I could just embrace the kids and they know that they playing for my team and there's people who care about them and gonna make sure they safe and out the streets. That's what I plan on doing. You know what I'm saying? Even if I buy a building or buy an old warehouse and I turn it into a gym, or I turn it into a recreation center, or I turn a building into an after school hall, a daycare center, a house, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's really what I want to do with my money and my time when I get to a certain point. I want to own my city, own my neighborhood, you know what I'm saying, and give back. It's easy. All you have to do is really let the youth know that you on a positive, that you are on a positive, you know what I'm saying, note, and have a positive mindset. You feel me? I feel like that's the only push, the extra push. It's people who are actually street kids and, you know what I'm saying, who are negative and think negative, but it's other ones who want other and better for themselves and just want somebody to give them that extra push. That's all it takes, you know what I'm saying, to really make a difference in the neighborhood. The kids are just lost. They misguided. They think it's cool to go be in the streets, and they think that's where they get their love from, but it ain't no love in the streets. Look forward to being able to do that. That's like one of my main goals, bro, to really own my neighborhood, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I mean, I'd actually heard that Jay Prince was one of them dudes that went and bought his old neighborhood.
Yeah.
Like, that's why he has the type of pull that he has.
Right.
I heard he went and bought his whole neighborhood.
Yeah. You have to, you know what I'm saying? When you had those old, when you own your neighborhood and you own buildings and you had that old lady from the neighborhood that always looked out for you, that always made sure, you know what I'm saying, y'all was safe and made cookies or cakes or whatever and made plates for you guys, and you own the building she stays in and she's short on rent for a month or whatever the case, and you make sure she all right. You make sure she don't got to pay rent for a month or 2 months until she get back on her feet, you know what I'm saying? That's what makes the extra difference, you know what I'm saying, in the neighborhood where people really care about each other and the community is doing for each other. That's how you fix your community and have the type of pull that Jay Prince has in his neighborhoods. You know, people listen to him, people respect him because they feel like he care, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. So that's how it has to be. Only we can uplift each other as a whole, you know what I'm saying, as a people. You know, nothing nobody could do for us from the outside, you know what I'm saying, because they don't really understand what's going on and where we come from and what make us what and who we are. So I feel like it has to be the neighborhood coming together as one and us as a people coming together. And once they see, you know what I'm saying, me and other people or the next person doing it, then the next neighborhood gonna get on top of that and the next neighborhood, you know what I'm saying? And that's what's gonna really make people come together as one, you know, because everybody wanna be happy, everybody wanna feel love. You know what I'm saying? The cold-hearted killers wanna feel like somebody love them.
Yeah. You know, being from Chicago, how did it feel when the Cubs won the championship?
I was ecstatic. I was in New York, so I was going crazy. You know what I'm saying? Just screaming to the top of my lungs, "Go Cubs!" And I never been to a baseball game until I went to that World Series game. You know what I'm saying? Game 5 of the World Series. That was my first baseball game ever.
Really? Because you know the last time they won a championship, right?
Oh yeah, 1908.
1908, over 100 years.
1908.
Nobody you know has seen the Cubs win a championship until now.
That's 108 years. Nobody I know.
Nobody you know has seen a championship.
And they haven't been to the finals in over like 75 years.
It's like, did people feel like the Cubs were cursed?
Yeah, they actually did. It was a curse of the GOAT. It was a man, they said the curse came from after, because they played the Sox. The Sox beat them in 1907 for the World Series, the White Sox. Mm-hmm. So after that, I think it was another game where they came to, I think they won before then. They won like their first couple World Series when they first started. They won in like 05, 04, 06. You know what I'm saying? Those were the World Series they won. I think 07, they won and they lost against the White Sox and won again in 1908. So it was a game. I had to do my research, man, if I was gonna act like I'm any type of educated about this type of stuff. So it was a guy who came to a game and he brought his GOAT, an older man, an older white guy. He brought his GOAT to the game and they didn't let him get in the stadium. They tried to kick him out of the stadium. And he cursed him. He said, "You guys will never win another championship ever." And they haven't. So that like after 5 years and 10 years and 20 years, they thought about it like, man, that guy with the GOAT said we'll never win again. You know what I'm saying? Like only the inside scoops knew that, you know, so that's why they started branding the whole GOAT curse, and curse of the GOAT, because the Cubs was sorry for a lot of years. Like the Sox were good, but the Cubs used to be sorry. Like they stadium used to be empty, bunch of shit.
Wow, so it was all over a GOAT.
All over the GOAT. And then, you know, I broke the curse. Me personally, I broke the GOAT curse when I came to Game 5. It was a sacrifice. We lost Game 5, so we had to make that sacrifice. It come from a 3-1 lead and win. I mean, 3-1 deficit to win. I feel like I broke the GOAT curse, man, because I ain't had no business at no Cubs game anyway.
Okay, so that's all you then.
Yeah, that's all me, man.
All right.
I'm going to go holler at GM or something, see if they going to, you know what I'm saying, give my credit. Ain't nobody gave my credit yet.
At least some free tickets.
I need it. Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
So, on your new mixtape, you talked about Trump.
Mm-hmm.
What did you say? Like, he going to bring slavery back or something like that?
Trump become the president, he might bring slavery back. Get them black folks 80 years, might as well bring Reagan back.
Right, you brought it back to Reagan. I mean, who do you think is worse from your point of view, Reagan or Trump? Who do you think is worse, Reagan or Trump?
Trump.
Why?
Trump is Reagan times 10. I wouldn't even say like Reagan was a bad man. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like Reagan, that guy was a bad man too. But I just feel like I feel like Trump has no filter. You know, he has his own money. I'm for the people, bro, my people. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm really just looking to better myself and my community and the people around me. Once you get everybody on the same page and so many people with negative outlooks on life have a positive outlook on life now, that's a success. You have people uplifting and trying to upbring themselves as a whole, you know what I'm saying, and really live right with certain morals and certain just the way you think of certain things, you know what I'm saying? Just that's what I try to focus on, you know, for the community to love each other and help each other, you know, and support each other. And it's easy. It's super easy to happen. All it takes is for everyone to get on one accord, or for everyone to feel like, all right, let's do this. Let's follow this. He on point. This is the best option for us as a people, you know? So I feel like if people could be racist and come together as a whole for a negative reason, why can't we come together for a positive reason? The KKK come together for all they negative meetings or whatever the case may be. Why we can't do it to better ourselves?
Well, what's the most racist thing that you've ever encountered?
I can't even tell you. I have so much racist shit. Like literally on the day to day, bro. I you know, I'm an artist, so I travel a lot. I be on the planes and shit. Like when I'm on planes, like literally the other day, I just I think I was on a flight that was overcrowded, and I was sitting in my seat, you know what I'm saying, and I think I had my boarding pass, but my phone was dead, so I couldn't even see what seat I was in, none of that. I just got on the plane, and I think my partner had emailed me or some email meal ticket and told him like, he in this seat, you in this seat. So I'm sitting down in the seat, and like other people was in they wrong seats and scrambling around and shit. And the lady came and walked up to me and was like, yeah, know your seat number, what's your seat, da 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 da. I'm like, honestly, I can't tell you all, but I know for a fact I'm a passenger on this plane, and you could just tell me what seat I'm in. You know what I'm saying? You could tell me from up there. You know exactly every seat that someone is supposed to be in on this plane, because if someone gets on the plane and somebody else is in the wrong seat, you're going to tell that person, no, you in this seat, this is that person's seat. I've seen it happen before. So this is what they told me. If I couldn't tell them what seat I was in, I had to get off the plane, or I can't be on the plane or something. She tell me like, get my shit out the overhead. But me, bro, I know when I get mad, I lash out. So I just called my partner like, yo, they tripping. You call, I don't know if you got to complain, what. I'm gonna just get off this plane though. I'm about to just, you know, because I'm not about to argue. I know I paid for a ticket. I got a receipt. I know that I got a seat on this plane, but it was just an older white lady. She was like, get off the plane. You got to get off. I'm like, I didn't even tell her. I'm like, all right. I just got up. I ain't, you know what I'm saying? I'm not even going to go there with her. And when I'm talking to the other people on the plane, they trying to assist me. I'm telling them, like, I know I have a seat on this plane. I paid for my ticket. You know, I have a confirmation receipt. What else do you want? And I'm just telling her, like, this lady, I know for a fact if it would have been the other way around, or if I was an older, you know what I'm saying, no offense, an older white guy, it would have never happened that way. Literally, like, she wouldn't have never told me get off the plane. She would have compensated me and made sure that I figured out what seat I was in. So she made me get off the plane. Of course, the other stewardess on the plane saw it, you know. They saw what was going on and saw how I was being treated. So I'm on the phone with my partner just telling them, like, man, they tripping, bro. Just figure out what seat I'm in so I could tell these people, because I got to get on this flight. So I'm getting off the plane. The lady go run out, get my ticket. She go get my ticket. As she coming back, she like, this, like, putting her hand in my face, like, don't let it happen. Basically, like, she my mom or some shit. Like, she talking to me because she feel like I'm younger. I'm a young, ignorant, you know what I'm saying? Probably black guy that don't know no better. And she don't know I fly more than probably anybody on this plane. You know, like, it don't matter if my phone, why am I on the plane? How did I get through once you scan your ticket again? How am I through right now when I had my passport and they saw my name was Herbert Wright? It don't matter if I have my boarding pass or not. If I'm on this plane, you gonna let me go. You feel me? Like, I have no business on the plane if I'm not a confirmed passenger. That's y'all job. Y'all not doing y'all job right, you know? So just little shit like that where I know it's a form of racism. She looked at me like, this young 20-year-old black guy, he probably like, who I don't have to, you know what I'm saying, treat him the same as I'm gonna treat this older man or this older woman, you feel me? So I deal with that kind of shit a lot, bro, like, literally. And that's not even the first time nothing happened like that to me on the plane. I mean, like, I deal with that type of shit a lot. So really just on plane, a lot of racist.
But what about when you were still hustling? I mean, did you deal with a lot of racist cops?
Oh yeah, hell yeah. Like I told you, cops used to call him crack baby. Like, what's up, crack baby? What you want, crack baby? You know, like a lot of racist shit. I didn't heard cops walk up like, man, why the fuck them boys ain't come kill y'all yet? Come shoot y'all block. Like, literally, I'm not joking. Wow. I'm not exaggerating. They'll come say like, yeah, man. I don't even want to say like the other party of people who we used to have altercation with. I don't even want to say their name or they clique or what they call themselves. They like, why so-and-so ain't come shoot this block up? Why they ain't come shoot y'all up today? You know, like shit like that, ignorant shit. They'll pull up on us, do like this. The police.
Wow.
Pulling up on us like this, like they pulling up, shooting at us, drive-bys. I seen a lot of racist shit, bro. Like I told you, the police, when my homie got killed, like, just sit there and told us, like, I told y'all, get the fuck out this corner. Like, when I was in the streets, it's so much shit I done seen with as far as police. Like, you know, I done seen my cousin get beat up by police. He got a settlement when he was like 17. He knocked his teeth out, you know what I'm saying, broke his nose. Like, a lot of shit with police, like brutality, that's a whole nother level. And I done been to police stations. Well, I'm in a police station for 8 hours, 10 hours, and I know I'm supposed to been able to call my mama. I'm still a minor. Like, my mama don't even know I'm in jail. Y'all got me in here for 8 hours. I can't even call my mama. She don't even know I'm locked up. Like, y'all not letting me get none of my rights. You know, like, I can't call my mom. I can't get no fucking water. I can't go to the bathroom if I want. I'm still a juvenile. I'm 16. Like, you feel me?
Well, do you think that the part of the problem is that the police are hardly ever from the neighborhoods that they patrol?
Right.
Like, if they actually recruited from the neighborhoods.
Officer T. Norman, have you ever heard of him? He from Little Rock, Arkansas.
The white dude. Yeah,
He's
who plays with the kids and everything.
He's for his neighborhood, and you see, they actually love him. They genuinely love that guy. It's not about a race or where you from. It's about treating everybody equal. Like, literally, it's cops that if you treat the next street dude just equal, not even playing good cop, bad cop, when he actually see that you not an asshole, he gonna fuck with you. He's gonna respect you. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's not about being a police officer or whatever the case may be. It's about treating everybody equal. The guy, Officer Norman, he is probably hands down the best police officer walking this earth. You know, like, little black kids from the neighborhood, from the project, snotty nose, he bringing them gifts, you know what I'm saying? Like, that type of shit. He don't want attention. They really love him. They really care about him, you know? So You're absolutely right. The police officers don't care about the neighborhoods they patrolling. They want us to kill each other. They want our mothers to be on drugs. You know what I'm saying? They want that. That's what they want for us.
Yeah, man.
I feel like that's really what police. That's why I'm never gonna resort to calling the police. Why? If it's me and my cousin right now, and some shit, or me and my brother, whatever the case may be, and some shit happen to us, we victimized, and we call the police. They gonna start trying to search our car and see what, you know what I'm saying, what could they find to put on us. You know what I'm saying? Like I told you, I done seen people being shot, like literally shot. He's the victim. He's the one shot. But when the police get out, they throwing him on the ground. Don't fucking move. Like, I'm shot. I just got fucking shot. I could be dying right now. Like, you don't know if I'm walking home from the store, or you don't know if somebody got into it with my brother. My brother has nothing to do with me. I'm born on my own time in my own hospital bed. I have nothing to do with my brother besides that's my brother. You know what I'm saying? So somebody might walk up and shoot me. I'm innocent. Boom. And as soon as the police come, they searching me. Where the gun at? I'm shot. You're not even trying to see if I'm okay, if I could breathe right now. You want to know where some shit at for you to incarcerate me. You feel me? Like, I deal with that type of shit on a regular. Like, on a regular. You know what I'm saying? So
I feel you, man. Well,
it's crazy. All I try to do is just, you know what I'm saying, just stay positive, keep a positive mindset, bro. Cause I've been through a lot of negative shit, bro.
I feel you, man.
Yeah, man.
I feel you. All right, man. Always happy to see you doing well.
For sure. It's always a pleasure, bro. Thanks a lot, man. Until next time, you know we're gonna get us another face-to-face in, man.
Oh yeah, we gonna
All
do
right,
it,
bro.
I mean, we were supposed to do it last time. But
Yeah,
then,
I know. You know how it be
schedules
every
got-
time I come.
Yeah.
It's crazy there.
Yeah, you know, I didn't want to do that little, 30-minute joint.
Yeah,
I'm
where
like,
you at
fuck
now
that.
anyway? Yeah, you know, we got to do some real intimate shit every time we get up anyway.
I'm
We can't
in
do
LA
no
right now.
30-minute
I'm
one
in,
and done.
Yeah, I'm in Calabasas right now.
All right, cool. I'm going to be in LA maybe like next week or something. We should just connect anyway.
Let's just get up, smoke something.
For sure.
I'll bring some.
All right, bro. Love,
man.
bro.
Peace.
Appreciate it.